whether it's India or China or any of those things, India is not one conglomeration of 1.3 billion people who all look the same and act the same, right? Different languages, different cultures, different backgrounds and others. So, in order to be able to scale and succeed in India, I do believe you have to figure out how to get to mass customization, right? Go from the standardization and industrialization mindset that we've got to something that's more like mass customization where, if you look at automotive industry today, 100 years ago they made one brand of car in one color. Today they can roll out, 6 different brands with, 100 different options off the same line because they've figured out what needs to be common, but what needs to get, designed for fit. So I think taking that approach in, the outside in, the client in view of it, will actually give you a better solution because now you're not talking about what constraints am I operating under. It's kind of what's the need and what can I design to be able to go do that. I think somebody mentioned the fact that, Apple, however successful they are, they still have to figure out how you can sell something when my base design, so the cost for putting together a 32 gig iPhone is $199. Yeah, yes, the Indian market is big, but you're not going to get universal penetration with that type of the base rate, And so you have to start thinking about it differently to solve some of these problems.
We're spending a lot of time on connectivity. The OFC may be laid out, but working on financing initiatives that involve connectivity as a combination of fiber and Wi-Fi. So we can talk after if you're interested. But I want to segue to concluding remarks. 2 points. One is I think my folks here on this side were set up. We actually didn't wear ties last night, but we were instructed to wear ties today. So I don't know who instructed us to wear ties. So I thought we were set up for one comment, so I wanted to set the record straight there. And 2, I want to. Oh, was that it? Okay.
Check it off.
As concluding remarks, I'd like for everybody to make 2 remarks. I want to each panelist one by one. Number 1 is, are we going to get there? Yes or no answer to 225 billion. Number 2 is, what is the major risk that would prevent us from getting there? Srini, can we start with you?
Yeah, I'm highly optimistic that India will get there. Nobody predicted India would get to this. I absolutely believe we will get to the 225. And you heard a lot about the innovation and others that's coming in. I think it is going to come down to, until you have a crisis, you're not going to figure out what the next step is. But the fact that you're inherently capable of innovating, right? And I was in the arts panel before this, and one of the panelists there said, Indians are born